Welcome to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex, and today we're taking a look at my favourite Switch deals coming in under $10 or your local currency, and here I cover the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. With the festive sales here though, this one is a monster sale, so hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals and lists daily, and let's get started. If you are grabbing anything from the eShop, then consider using cornershop.gg for discounted eShop credit. You'll get 10% off at checkout using code CORNER, and they are instant delivery via email. Then we do have a winner to announce later in the video for a $10 eShop gift card, and one more to give away. To enter, drop a comment down below and the winner will be announced in next week's video. We also of course continue the Switch OLED giveaway. You can enter once per deals video through the month of December, and that's done by simply dropping a comment down below. EVERGATE is an often overlooked indie gem and a platformer of the Twitch variety. It's a nice entry point though also to games like Super Meat Boy because it is a little more on the forgiving side. The story then, we are travelling through the afterlife with another soul, and the basic idea, reach and exit on each stage while grabbing collectibles along the way. You also have these powers such as slowing down time mid-jump. It's a new low with 67% off, and it already received a permanent price drop, so it is a bargain. ETHERBORN is an incredible puzzle adventure experience. The idea, you are a newly born being awakening in a mysterious world. The only thing you can hear, a bodiless voice. You must get to their location. What follows is a gravity-based puzzle game where you must understand these unusual structures and how gravity impacts them. It's a new low 70% off, and this is one I picked up on physical, though I still feel like it's a little unknown for just how good it is. Cat Quest 2 then is here with a new low of 85% off. That's about as super budget as they get. When I feature this one, it always gets a ton of support in the comments, and rightly so. An action RPG, I highly recommend the first entry as well, but no experience is required as you set out here a cat and a dog king, two often opposing forces working together to restore and retake their kingdoms. It supports local multiplayer, and I just love the visual style of this one. Look for all of the love in the comments down below, but it's an absolute pleasure just getting out there, getting items, finding loot, and getting into this story. Bad North then is 75% off, and real-time tactical fans, this is a must-play. A roguelite, it can be brutal, as you need to defend your island kingdom against invading Viking forces, all while saving our people at the same time. It features permadeath, hence everyone dies, it's gonna be game over, and then it's procedurally generated, leading to a whole lot of replayability. This one works so well on the Switch because you may need to dictate position, but attacks and responses, they are automatic. Also the small scale, battlefields, it makes it perfect for handheld. Throw in then upgrades to learn, and yeah, it's absolutely a great time at this game trying to save this location. A quick self-plug then, if you haven't already, check out XBCorner, that is pinned down below. There we have deals, reviews, lists, and Game Pass breakdowns. Most recently, we've covered Blacktail of the Callisto Protocol, High on Life, and the recent Xbox Winter Sale. PlayStation Corner then, I know I haven't mentioned this in a while, but it will be returning in the new year, January 11th to be exact, so I've linked it down below if you do want to maybe check out what we've done historically, maybe throw it a subscribe. I know the channel has been quiet, I do apologise for that, but I had to balance out the free channels, and now I'm finally at the point where we are good to go. I will be drafting in help, and you can expect 2 deals videos a week as well as reviews. I'm also thinking I'll cover the PSVR 2 as it launches in February, but yeah, look, again, everybody, thank you for all of the support no matter which channels you are subscribed to. Murder by Numbers then is an experience you would only see in the world of indie, an adventure mystery that pairs together visual and novel, investigation and then Picross gameplay. The world is fantastic, a 90s influenced TV set where you once starred in a hit detective show. Now you've been fired, and on the way out the door, the producer is murdered. Now you are a suspect. Alongside a robot sidekick, you must get out there and solve the mystery. That means a whole lot of dialogue, interrogations and Picross based puzzles. I wasn't sure going in, but I ended up having a blast with it. Right now it's 70% off, a new low price. West of Dead then is 75% off, a new low price, and this one's for the roguelike fans. Western themed, you'll find yourselves battling through the town of Purgatory in what is a run and gun like experience that gives you the opportunity to take cover and dive through the air and dodge incoming fire. It's tough naturally, but the whole production, I just love the visuals, the music, and then it's topped off with voice work from the legend that is Ron Perlman. I've linked my full review in the pinned comment below. WILMOT'S Warehouse is a hidden gem for sure, 50% off. We don't see sales on this all that often, and it's a new low price. The gameplay loop is simple in idea, but it gets challenging real quick. Basically, we manage a warehouse, so we must quickly stack these blocks or items as they are delivered. Remember the layout though, because quickly the customer facing portal will open and we must deliver items to them as quickly as possible. Then more deliveries arrive and it becomes more and more challenging. Throw in then local multiplayer support as well, and it's actually one of my favourite multiplayer experiences. It's just unique, it for sure pushes the brain power, and the soundtrack, it is super chill. WINTERMOOR Tactics Club gets a new low price, 75% off. It's another unique combination, part exploration, part tactical battles, part borderline, almost visual novel, or at least a whole lot of dialogue. The world, we are part of this academy, and the head teacher decides to hold an annual snowball competition with higher stakes than it should ever have. Now you join forces with your tactics club to overcome the odds. It almost combines a sense of Warhammer into a world of pop culture like Harry Potter. Check out a full review first. It's not the most challenging when it comes to the tactics, but I really enjoyed the combination of elements. Trigger Witch will be for the shooter fans out there. This one's top down and you exist in a world where witches have given up on magic, realizing that guns are more powerful than any wand. For that reason, we now have possession of more than a few firearms as we take on this world to restore peace after someone attacks our home. It's open world, presented in a 16-bit style, and it's just good fun honestly. The cutesy visuals mixed with a whole lot of blood just makes for a very unique style. It's a new low price then, 50% off. UNMETAL is incredible and it gets a new low price, 60% off. Now we play as Jesse Fox. He has been imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit, so in true video game style, we must help him escape, whether that's using our words, firearms, or gadgets. Along the way, we get to learn new skills, gain experience, and solve even a few puzzles on that journey. Where it really succeeds, so it's love for all things Metal Gear Solid and just generally pop culture. It's just got a great sense of humour baked in throughout that never goes too over the top. It is one of the best indies of 2021. The Swords of Ditto then is a lesser mentioned Devolver digital release, but it's worthy of a spot in the library. It's here with 67% off, and it's an action RPG that's got a beautiful hand-drawn visual style, and the easiest comparison would honestly be something like old school Zelda. It is a bit more open however, in the sense you can face quests and dive into dungeons as you please. You can also play this one then in solo or co-op as well. The main mechanic though, Momo appears every 100 years, so you will get a few days to prepare as the chosen hero of the town. Fail, that hero dies, but a new one will be elected 100 years later. You will take control of them and try to create a new legend. You do keep your level as you die, but you will lose all items and weapons. Slay the Spire then, and this one is 60% off, matching the low. Often it's considered the ultimate roguelike deck builder. You can find out if I agree in my upcoming top 10 roguelike deck builders video on December 28th here on the channel. I will say this though, it is an incredible game as you attempt to ascend this spire, facing progressively challenging battles and building out the ultimate deck. Runs great on the Switch, and like most deck builders, it's just a fantastic game to play in handheld. You'll also get a lot of game for your cash as well, with over 300 cards to uncover and more than a few difficulty options. Rogue Legacy then is our penultimate game, 80% off, and we just saw the sequel arrive. Incredible game, but see where it all began with this one. Unlike the new entry, this one goes for a pixel style, but it packs many of the same mechanics. A roguelite where on death a new hero is born, and we will take control of them while building, out their stats and any support that we may have. It's easy to see why it was so popular. It feels great to this day, and having a new hero each run is definitely unique, as you will need to master different styles of weapons. Come get rid of evil though from this land, and you really can't complain at this super budget price. The complex then is an FMV with a new low price, 50% off. I love this genre. It's not for everyone, but this comes from Wales Interactive, who drop quite a few games each year in this genre, and this is one of their best in my opinion. It centres on a bio attack in London in the future, and you are now trapped in a lab. It's a simple experience. Choose options in dialogue, and this will branch off the story to multiple different endings. But this one is cheesy, it's a lot of fun, and it has some serious charm. Gives me, if anything, kind of Doctor Who vibes. I think it's just kind of the production quality in here. My Hero 1's Justice 2 is going to be for the 3D Arena Brawler fans out there. It's 86% off, a new low price. I think that is a steal. I love this genre because it's so easy for anyone to pick up and play. This one though, it packs an extensive cast of characters and a pretty rich story mode as well. It's as over the top and flashy as you would expect, and it looks and runs great. I think it's one of the best actually on the system in the genre, though it slightly loses out the Demon Slayer for me. That said though, Demon Slayer doesn't have a massive discount like this, and I simply have an attachment to the anime more. Check out my full review of this one in the pinned comment down below. Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition gets a new low, a huge 85% off, and this one's for the RPG fans. It's a classic honestly, and one of the best Tales games money can buy. We have some Tales to look forward to as well on the Switch in 2023, which I'm definitely psyched to see. A remaster though of the expanded PS3 port. This was dropped for the anniversary, and it includes 2 additional characters. The story though, we are out to save this world, but it packs a unique cast and fun combat system. I need to revisit this one myself, it's definitely been a good minute. But yeah, watch a review first. Like any RPG, lots of mechanics packed in, so make sure it's going to be one for you. Borderlands collection gets 80% off, a new low price, and I won't spend long on this. One of the most famous looter shooters out there, and this packs a ton of content, hundreds of hours potentially of gameplay with it packing. Borderlands Game of the Year edition, Borderlands 2, and then the pre-sequel. It supports 2 players locally, 4 players online. It's an incredible time in multiplayer, by far the best way to play, and it even throws in a huge amount of bonus content. You cannot go wrong with the price, and it looks and runs great on the Switch as well. The Red Strings Club to close us out, another Devolver Digital release, and another one to feature in my top 10 Devolver Digital games on the Switch, video linked down below. This is going to be for those that don't mind a slow burn. For me, it's really the world, the narrative and the character building that I enjoy so much. A cyberpunk world though, we are fighting against a corporation intent on brainwashing the world with tools designed to eliminate depression in the population. We do not agree with this. The gameplay mechanic though, alongside this, we basically work at a bar, so interrogate through conversations, steal voices to use at your own will, and read customer moods and then mix the perfect drink so they will reveal more intelligence to you. It is not a long game, but it's incredibly stylish and well worth the time. The visual design and the music as well, absolutely stunning. And then it's a new low price, 67% off. And that's the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library? Let me know in the comments below. With that then, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals and lists daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.